In this video, I'll be breaking down the CMHC housing forecast and how the Edmonton real estate market is recovering post-pandemic. If you're new here to the channel, my name is Reegin Maki. I'm a realtor here in Edmonton, Alberta, and I created this channel for people to learn more about Canadian real estate, more specifically Edmonton real estate. So if you find any value from this video, I suggest you click subscribe. I will be dropping 3 videos a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So in the beginning of 2020, I read this in an attempt to understand where the real estate market was going to go in 2020. Needless to say, the pandemic has rendered this absolutely useless. And now the CMHC is talking about a massive decrease in prices all across Canada. But I don't want you to be too worried about that. We're going to talk more about the local market and how the pandemic has affected Edmonton and how we are crawling out of it now. All right, we'll start with the housing starts graph. Now, this graph is reflecting the new builds and the new developments in the city. Obviously, you can see that it's been absolutely halted. We went from about 10,000 units down to about 4,000. A lot of those people who were going to be buying the high-end luxury new houses are now being pushed into the resale market. Now you can see the CMHC says the average home price is estimated to continue to decrease until 2022, and they provided this graph that is showing a potential loss of $100,000. Now I want you to keep in mind this loss of $100,000 is not reflecting on each and every house. This is talking about the average in the market as a whole. Obviously the luxury, the higher end has been affected more. And some segments of the market will not be affected this badly. So just because you see this graph does not mean that you're necessarily going to lose $100,000 in your home. So when the virus first came, I told all my clients who were expecting to buy in the hot spring market to slow down. Things had come to a screeching halt in the market, and we really wanted to see until things started to pick up again and we had an idea of what was going to happen. So if you see here, that time has come. Our month-over-month sales volume has increased 77.27%. That is quite significant. It seems like somebody has just flicked a switch and we are back in business. So our spring market has been pushed a couple months. Now we're going to have June, July, and August as very active, very busy months until things slow down again in September. We also have a month-over-month increase in selling price by 1.76%, almost 2%. So that's also a very positive sign. Our average selling price is $360,000. So what does this all mean for buyers, sellers, and investors? I'll tell you, if you are a seller and you're looking to move in the next 2, 3, 4 years, you should look at really getting your house on the market as fast as you can. Like I said, you're going to continue to lose value until around 2022, at which point we're going to start crawling back up, but that's not a quick crawl. It's going to happen gradually. So unless you're willing to ride that out for the next half decade, you should really look at putting your house on the market as soon as you can. Buyers are actually in a really good spot. Edmonton has been in a pretty strong buyer's market, so buyers have had the leverage and they've had their pick of inventory that's just been sitting on the market for a long time. So buyers are still in a very good position. And investors, if you're an experienced investor, you know what's happening. We're going to hit a rock bottom, and anybody who times that right, anybody who's buying right now or in the next 2-3 years are really going to be in a great position to be buying in a strong position for when the market makes a comeback. You're going to be gaining a ton of equity. So keep this in mind if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing. So along with this report, the CMHC has acknowledged that there's a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace right now. Obviously, we won't know if we're going to have a second wave or if we're not going to have a second wave. That's why they've left such a wide range of possibilities in their graphs. But going forward, as soon as I know, I will update you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button. I drop 3 videos a week. And if you're uncertain as to how this affects you specifically and how it affects your neighborhood and your home, I'll drop my email in the description. You can just shoot me a quick email and I'll be able to answer any questions that you have. If not, just leave me a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can. That wraps up my quick summary of the CMHC report. I will leave a link to the report in the description if you'd like to take a look for yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.